My name is Andrae Frierson, and I've been teaching at Cal State Fullerton in the Project Management Certificate Program for about 10 years. Kind of started off, I was thinking about retiring from my full-time job, and I wanted to do something with myself. I spent a lot of years learning about project management and just really doing it and enjoying it. And I thought someone else could benefit from that experience. So I thought, well, teaching, that's the way to go. Um, it started off as really a construction um, technique in the construction industry for managing projects. And it grew, it kind of took on its own life with IT, then being a very IT oriented thing, then into sales and event planning and all kinds of things. And when you think about it, pretty much everything is a project. I mean, the definition of a project, it has to have a beginning, an end, be time constrained, be money constrained, and that's pretty much life. So anything can be a project. In fact, I actually have taught a class where I use a wedding as a project that the students work on. So just anything, pretty much everything in life is a project.
Is there anything students should know in order to be successful in the project management program?
Well, I think the two main focuses of being a project manager are being flexible and being organized. And as a student, I think as a student of project management, that fits in very well. You need to be organized to be able to figure out what's next and how pieces fit together, but you need to be flexible as well because things change and you've got to be able to kind of roll with it. So those are the two things I would recommend for any student, have that mindset going in. We kind of mix what I call book learning with practical experience. We have a project that we use from beginning to end in the program where the students will take what they learn in the lectures and in the readings and then apply that to this real world project that they're working on. They work in teams, so they have to learn how to work together, which is one of the real keys in project management or maybe life, learning to work with other people. So we have, being able to take your talents, see the talents in other people, and be able to put in where it fits in the project. So that's the main takeaway is the mix of the lecture and the techniques and the pedagogy of project management and the real life experience.
Something that it sounds like they can start applying to their jobs even after that first class then.
Immediately. I've had a number of students come back and say, when I went to work yesterday, I did this, I learned that in class. And yeah, that just like warms my heart.
That's great. I like it. I think that's what's great about certificate programs because, when you're in college, especially for a traditional 4-year degree program, you're in the class, and then you maybe have an internship or two, but with a certificate, you're kind of doing both in the same time. So
Doing it real time.
would you say that this program prepares students for certification in project management? And if so,
Absolutely.
how?
Well, for the actual PMI Project Management Institute certificate, there is an education requirement, 45 hours of specialized education. This program fulfills that requirement, and it also gives the student the mindset of what project management is about. Um, Maybe there's a lot of experience required for the PMI. Also, this is for the PMP, the major certificate. There are other certificates within PMI that require less experience, but they all still require specialized education, and this program fulfills that.
What are some common paths for graduates? I would say first, graduates who are entry level, and then maybe those who are making a career change, or those who are simply looking to take the next step in their current career path.
Oh, there's so many ways you can go with a project in project management. Like I said, there's construction, there's event planning, IT. That's the area I came out of. Software development. All of those, lean on the project management techniques and principles, and so it prepares you for a wide variety. People just coming out of the certificate program, especially those who are trying to get entry level, they'll be looking at quote junior project management type positions where they're project leaders more so than the actual manager of a program. And it prepares, so it's having that that line on your resume that you completed the certificate program, it distinguishes you from all the other applicants. I teach one of the units, it's called Putting It All Together, where we take all of the information that the students have learned through the different modules that precede me, and we come down to finishing off the project. And what my favorite aspect is, I have the students do a mock negotiation. And I give them a scenario and I make it as vague on purpose. So they have to use their imagination and also apply what they've learned previously in negotiating a settlement type agreement in the end of the project. Throw in, there's been a change in cost or a change in management, and how do you negotiate that and get through it with your project team and actually come to a successful conclusion. And that's just my favorite because their imaginations go wild.
All right, the last question I have is a little more generic, but what would you say are some of the benefits of online learning since this is an entirely virtual class?
Well, having taught on ground and online, the difference, it's pretty stark, really. But I think the best part of online learning for me was I didn't have to have a parking permit. Trying to find a parking space has been kind of problematic sometimes. But really, the best part is, I think, for the students, because I record all of the lectures, they're able to go back and look at it again and see, sometimes when you're busy in class live taking notes, you kind of miss things because head down taking notes, and then what did she say? So this way you can go back at your leisure, look at it again, take really good notes, and then be able to communicate. I always give everybody my email address, so any question at all, anytime, I'm open. And so we can communicate back and forth and resolve any issues that they didn't understand or misunderstood. And so that's the part I like best about online.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time today.
No problem.
And we'll talk later.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.